is up, you guys? It is the first episode of J&J Podcast. I am one of the hosts, Jay Great, and I'm my co-host,
Jonas.
Sean, the other co-host, and our first guest of honor, we got Wildcatbold in the
Hey,
vicinity. And we got plenty of sports for once to talk about. Mainly plans to start off sports today. Sports, either way. But before we begin, I need to ask Wildcat, how you doing, man? How's life
I'm
been?
doing great right now. I just finished up my final semester of college. I got all four
Wow,
A's.
it's
I'm
good, man.
tired. I'm exhausted. A little bit
Oh,
exhausted.
oh yeah. All right, you, John. How you been?
Uh, been fine. Just been chilling, playing video games,
Quarantine.
relaxing. Yeah, quarantine. Finished
Yeah, shit.
college too. Passed all
Yeah.
my classes.
Yay.
Oh yeah,
Vibing
man.
now,
Feels good to finish college, man. Semester.
right?
All right, I
Just
guess.
takes a big weight off your shoulder.
Hey
Oh
man,
yeah.
those Zoom sessions though.
Oh
Oh,
god. Such a
missed
pain.
some. I missed some, but
Such a
still
pain.
passed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I miss plenty. I
Same.
miss plenty of them.
I'm pretty sure everyone passed that semester. I mean, how
Yeah.
could you fail it?
I actually know someone who failed. It's pretty sad.
How do you fail? I mean, you're just basically on a computer screen looking, just following. That's all you gotta do.
Really cheat on
Basically, you're
all
not
the tests.
responsible for
You really
finishing
cheat
your
on.
classes.
Yeah.
It's yeah,
Just put like on a loop. Yeah.
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 But I guess the first thing we have to talk about is nationwide are the riots. We went from the pandemic to the riots. What's next, man? But here in San Diego, it's been kind of rampant out here, like the Mesa, Santee, downtown. Even a few days ago, there was like some live streams I was watching. It was insane.
I saw a few of those. It was
I know there's other parts of the country like Albuquerque, obviously Minneapolis, which is where it all started. For people that don't know, which most people do, it was because of the death of George Floyd uh, by an officer. I forgot the guy's name, like Derek
He
Chauvin.
has a
Derek
weird last
Chauvin.
like he has a
Yeah,
weird last name. It's like
he was.
it's a white name.
Yeah,
Chavez.
he been arrested for third degree murder. Some people believe he deserves first, but yeah, once he got arrested,
I don't know
They
if you
just
heard
bumped it
today.
up to second. They just bumped
Yeah,
it up to
oh
second
really?
degree.
and the
Yeah.
other cops
I think we
today
knew
were
that.
officially arrested. The three involved. They just got I think what was it? Voluntary manslaughter. I think they
Yeah.
got charged today
So
too.
what do you guys think of all this rioting that's been so?
Uh, I don't support the rioting, but
Oh
I
yeah,
do support the peaceful protest.
yeah,
Because the
that's fine.
rioting that's going on is just making the peaceful protesters really upset,
Yeah,
and all that stuff, all that negative impact, like the cop shooting rubber bullets, it's affecting the peaceful protesters
yeah, it definitely
in
is.
that way.
They hit my area a couple times too, because that's why they were doing, I believe, because in Anaheim right now they're on some of the freeways or boulevards, like they're
Uh,
starting like to hit them with rubber bullets. Man was actually got hit hard with what are those batons? What they call them? Like they got hit with a
oh,
baton right on
oh,
the leg
baton.
too. Yeah, all things are hurt. And then all the riots right now. I am truly not a fan of the looters.
Uh,
I just really dislike those people. If you're
the
stealing
people.
right now and you just think it's cool and you think it's fun because now it's
Uh,
kind of free, you guys are messed up.
yeah,
Low
that's
key.
messed up. But like people actually try to justify online and stuff. I'm like, there's no way to justify that, dude. You're not helping anybody by doing that. Peaceful protest. It's just your right, whether we agree or not. That's the right. I definitely agree. Everyone should have the right to do that. But rioting, man, that's just what are you accomplishing? Like,
I
I have
think what
no
most
idea.
people don't understand is like what
No
they're
idea.
doing is like I understand that this is like a big a big thing that's happened because a lot of people are upset and because it was filmed like
Yeah,
it's
it
not
was very.
I think for the most part like they caught this and because this has happened before like what was there was another guy who got was killed not too long ago. I forgot his name, the one in
Yeah.
the it's Aubrey something. He
Oh,
was
Ahmad
Oh yeah.
Aubrey.
Yeah, he just
Oh
got
yeah.
killed a couple weeks ago and they're still trying to figure out like what's the justification and he was murdered.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think when that happened, then George Floyd's death happened. It couldn't have been like a coincidence that this is the same thing that happened when the guy was murdered, and
Yeah.
now it's becoming like a problem for society right now, and a lot of
It's
people are getting irritated and upset, and they have every right to be. I'm not trying to say it's not. I just feel that.
Yeah,
I just,
they have a right to be mad.
yeah. It's like I get what they're trying to do, but I don't know why they can't stick to peaceful protests. They're causing like a reverse effect of what they want to accomplish here. Like
was
rioting is
I
making it
think the
worse.
main problem is that's happening is a lot of these riot and looters like and the peaceful protesters, they're in the mix, which is
Yeah.
that's really a
So
major problem as well.
yeah, the peaceful
Yeah,
protests they get caught in a line of fire and stuff like that because the rioters are causing all this chaos and
it,
stuff.
yeah, exactly. They get caught in the
Yeah.
line of fire and they take most of the damage.
And then I showed John and my other friend Thomas yesterday like a document. They're basically reenacting, like reinforcing quarantine. And I guarantee it's not because of. They say it's because of COVID. It's not because of COVID. It's because of the riots. Honestly, that's probably why
Yeah,
they keep for
You know, it's
like
too when all this
yeah,
rioting was happening, I'm surprised like no one really brought the coronavirus like in the mix because I thought that would be important because a lot of people are
yeah.
out
It's
there.
like honestly, like, that's like in the back, like that. The corona is like not even in people's minds these days. Ever since George Floyd, um,
yeah,
it's a shame, man. Definitely gonna contribute to corona, probably
You know
somewhat.
what's you know I just realized too is like a lot now I'm starting to notice this a lot. A lot of people are starting to back up Kaepernick now to what's happening
Oh
with
yeah,
this
the
as
knee.
well, because like there's been a lot of media outsources and like a couple celebrities and even some people are talking about like what Colin
and
Kaepernick said like 4 years ago.
Mm.
yeah, and a lot of people are starting to kneel now.
Yeah,
A lot in
I
protest.
see the irony that that guy took
Yeah,
a knee and Kaepernick took a
people
knee.
bashed him for it,
People are
Yeah,
and
saying
the
that too,
and the
like
media took that narrative out of proportion. They made it what it wasn't supposed to be.
yeah, and the thing is, like police brutality. Like, there's always gonna be that one bad cop. But like I said, frequent protest is fine, but it's a shame that there's riots, man. That's all something we all can't agree on. It's a damn shame.
Yeah,
I just
I
hope
also
that
saw.
yeah, with all this, well, I just hope, but like with all this is happening, that because it's just like what been day, I don't know, like day 6 already. Like since this has happened, and a
Yeah,
lot of people are not like they're still not backing down. But
Yeah,
at
it's
some
crazy.
point, like this has got to stop because
Yeah,
hopefully it
we
ends.
have to.
I want it to really end soon because like I feel a lot of people are losing their businesses.
Oh yeah,
They're
oh yeah.
losing a lot of like not even just for like the protests. I'm talking about just financial wise because a lot of people are, maybe this also plays into effect too of the quarantine too because a
That's what
lot
I
of
was
people
thinking. Yeah.
maybe because add that in the mix. People are
They're
being
stuck
quarantined,
in home
stuck
all
at
day.
home.
Now they have something to
yeah,
fight for, so they're all out there.
But
Or
this
they think
does
he has
it.
something to fight for.
But what it just doesn't solve anything. It just kind of
Yep.
just adding to the problem because then now because I don't know if this could be true or this may not happen or not, but I am thinking about that second stimulus check that people are thinking of.
Oh,
I
hmm.
yeah.
think the government's probably going to end up canceling that, or
Yeah, they're
just
probably just straight up punishment for
well, because
that
it's like, dude,
bad
like
behavior.
all that 2 grand check you were gonna get, it's gonna go all to the government to fix your city because you guys
Yeah.
destroyed it.
It's like some people are getting double the effect. Quarantine and getting their shit all broken up by rioters, man. It's a shame, man. It's like perfect storm, honestly.
Yeah.
Perfect storm right now. This
What I
year has
think I
been.
also saw, what I also saw on, I think it was online, is that all 50 states in the United States have had a protest about George Floyd. I think it
Uh,
was the first time in the country's history that's happened.
Well, I think
yeah,
this is probably the one that's happened like nationwide, like because there
this
have
is
Yeah,
been because Trayvon Martin was, I think that was probably in my opinion, probably the biggest one.
yeah. I
That
remember
one
like
really woke the nation up.
yeah, and like the Baltimore ones like a couple years ago. That was because I think it was the same thing.
And then
Because that wasn't nationwide. It was like Baltimore and I think
yeah,
Dallas, and that was it.
and
Now
then
this
there
is everywhere.
was, I think it's because, and also too is like not to who is the oh my god, I forgot his name. The one that was choked by an officer for I believe some selling cigarettes. I don't remember who it was. He was
That guy,
is
choked out.
it
Eric Gardner, that was his name. Eric
Eric
Gardner.
Gardner.
Gardner?
I think I'm not 100%, but like he was choked out, and then a lot of the league, NBA leagues, everyone else like was totally. They were
Oh
started
yeah,
wearing like the I
the
can't breathe
I
shirt,
can't breathe. Yeah,
and then not even recently was it Vanessa Bryant? She reposted that on Instagram with Kobe, and she
uh,
said my husband wore this shirt like years ago, and now it's
yeah.
happening again. So yeah.
It's like I understand people's frustration, but they act like it's like super like it's a common thing that cops are like that. It's not common. Like I don't agree with those guys are all assholes, but they're acting like it's every cop's like that. It's just not fair to all the good cops. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
against police.
yeah.
I'm against bad police.
Oh yeah, everyone
I can
agree.
trust me.
it's
I've
just
seen cops do their like daily jobs. I understand
See,
you
I
gotta follow
know.
the
Yeah,
rules,
yeah,
but at the end of the day, like if you're a bad cop and you just and the fact was this guy Derek, I don't know
Oh,
Derek
Derek,
Kavanaugh
yeah,
is that his name? I'm just gonna call him that. But
yeah,
he got 7 complaints
yeah.
and
That
like
guy was
only
bad. That
two
guy wasn't bad.
reprimands.
He was a bad
Yeah,
cop
at
for
some
sure.
point you need to like they need to look into that. If you have like a lot of complaints, they really need to look into that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
abusive.
police brutality needs to end. That's plain and
Yeah,
simple.
because like abusive power is always going to exist, like in every field. It's just human nature. Some people just abuse their power, but like the
I
bad
think
person, that's always going to be inevitable. There's no way to stop it. You can protest all you want. There's always going to be a bad cop somewhere. It's
this
Yeah.
inevitable.
guy, this guy Derek, apparently too, like not too long ago, I guess he was on suicide watch because of what's happening.
Oh man, his life is over. They did.
Yeah,
They
his life is
accomplished their
over,
goal. They accomplished their goal.
and then on top of that, his wife just filed for divorce
Yeah,
too.
that
And
he couldn't even get food delivered to his house.
I know, dude, like people
But I mean, get what you deserve,
Yeah,
pretty
he
much.
and
deserved what he got
and
for
people
sure.
are like, my mom was asking, well, like, why did he? Because this is we had a discussion about this yesterday. Because I was actually talking to her, and she was all telling me about, like, why are they going to deny him food? And I was like, Mom, he murdered someone. It wasn't like he was just doing. It. I was like, no, I don't want to get into this right now. I don't. I
Yeah,
really. I
He
can't.
wasn't just doing his job.
yeah, he
He was
wasn't.
on his
Nah, there's
neck
a
for like almost 10 minutes.
yeah,
Yeah,
At some point.
yeah, and like I was
that
like, and I
was
told her,
insane.
Mom, you work in a hospital. Like, I'm pretty sure in your field, like, if you're holding the trachea for longer than more than like 4 to 8 minutes, you can die. And she's like, yeah. I was like, well, that's what happened. This guy was using excessive force and he killed him. And like, it
Yeah,
doesn't even matter how many minutes was it. The guy's dead, and there's a
he killed.
physical proof of him doing it. So
Yeah,
that's
but
pretty much it.
like the only, I guess the only point I want to get through is there's always gonna be a bad person out there. So
Of course.
protests are cool. That's fine. The peaceful ones. I don't care, even if I
Get
don't
your
agree.
message across. Spread the
Yeah,
word. Make changes.
yeah. Even if I didn't agree, they still have the right. Though I just can't believe it went to rioting. It's a shame, man.
I
And
just
There's a
with
think
the
lot
it's
of
people, with the
yeah.
people throwing out there, all lives matter. Yeah, all lives do matter, but Black lives matter right now.
Um,
All lives matter until Black lives matter, and
I
that's the
think another
message
thing
people
that's
are trying
like
to get across.
I think another thing that might have played a crucial part of this now, which is what I'm glad a lot of celebrities are doing now. They're like really, making. And I think here's the one good thing that a lot of people should take advantage of people like that are on celebrities, social media content creators. Is if and this is one thing if you're like if you're a content creator and you actually have the power to move your voice through your platform, why not try to speak up on it? Because I'm seeing now a lot of people are doing it, especially black content creators. Like they're actually
oh yeah,
talking about it, which is good because I think it's really is important. A lot of people are scared to talk out about this because of them getting backlash or
yeah.
getting some sort of notification, which has already happened to a few already.
Any side you'll be on, you're gonna get backlash from somebody for sure.
And
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
think for the most part, a lot of celebrities are doing a great job. Like they're standing up, which is good because we need that. A lot of people are. What was yesterday? People were doing like the blackout. Like a lot of I think black celebrities were. They posted up a picture and they blacked it out. And
oh yeah, I saw that.
a lot of
Many.
companies too, like ABC, Nickelodeon, surprisingly yesterday
Yeah, I saw that
went
too.
black out for a while. I heard about that too.
I just
yeah.
wish that, like, I agree, all lives matter, Black Lives Matter, but I wish, like, people weren't so just straight to, like, they're so straight to jump to it that white people are just bad. Like,
I
there
don't
should
know.
be
It's
unity
Not
in
all white
general.
people are bad.
I'll
Yeah,
give you
white,
one more.
No.
I'll give you
whites
like
can't, like, white people can't have an opinion. Like, it seems like they have no right. They do have a right, just because they're not black. I mean, everyone should be united, all races. That's what I think. But
Yeah,
people are
there's those,
over,
but there's those assholes that don't want that, and it's
there's
pretty
all,
sad.
yeah, there's over emotional people like that. They don't even want to listen to you, the reason. I'm like, dude, he matters, you matter. He's like, no, he doesn't. All right, man. I don't know what to tell you, but
I mean,
that's the way it should be.
the one thing I just do not like the looters and rioters, and I'll just leave it at that. But
Yeah.
I have another thing too. I guess I don't know if you guys have been paying attention because apparently, who's that YouTube content creator, the white guy, the blonde white kid? I forgot his name. Shit.
Jake Paul.
Yeah,
Oh,
did you hear about him? That guy
Yeah,
really pissed me off, dude.
what did
I saw it on Twitter. He was trending
uh,
for I think like 2 days, and
did he post
then
something stupid?
yeah, he was at the Arizona, I think in Alusa. I don't know, I think that's what it was, but he was
he was
there.
looting.
He
He
was
was
looting
Oh, he
like
was
looting.
looting.
crazy.
Oh my
I
god.
saw that, and
He's the last
then
guy that needs to be looting. He has like millions.
he
Yeah,
did it for like, I can't even look at this guy.
Not a good look, man.
like
Not a
what
good look.
for? What would you loot? You have basically everything in the world.
I think he was just
You're
doing it
fucking rich.
for the content and views. I understand, but at the same time, it's like, bro, like this is not like the right time to be doing this. Like, a
Yeah.
lot
Exactly.
of people, and like and I'm gonna say this too. I think a lot of these people are taking advantage of the situation
Oh,
because
definitely.
you've seen. I don't know
Definitely.
if you've been paying attention. There's a couple of people who are taking pictures of like different places that have been looted and posing
Uh-huh.
for
Yeah.
pictures as some sort of like game to get some sort of
Yeah,
popularity
it's like
post.
I know people personally that like only go out to riot just to steal. That's the only purpose.
Yeah,
They
there's
don't.
no reason to riot. Well, why would you want to
Yeah.
steal? Because you do realize, like, regardless of what's gonna happen, it just doesn't
Yeah,
look good. It's
it
let's,
looks
let's just
sad.
have morals. Like,
You
fuck.
see on social media people posting, "Let's go steal. Come join us." I'm like, you're completely missing the point of why people are protesting. It's,
Hmm.
This is
it's a
what's not
shame.
gonna get us that second stimulus check, and I want that check.
Exactly. This
Yeah.
is what they're. The only way to compromise is peacefully. That's always worked that way in human nature. Government's not going to compromise if you're violent. It's not going to happen. It's just hard.
Yeah.
But
You see Trump pull that Bible when he was talking about it.
Upside down.
Yeah, that shit was funny. I was like, whoa, like, whoa. He
yeah,
threw God in there, and a lot of people
yeah,
were pissed. And then I believe one of the military generals, I believe, resigned because of that. And I was
oh
like,
my god.
wow, Trump
Yeah.
made a military man resign from his post because of a Bible. I'm like, wow, this guy.
Trump,
That's
he's
crazy.
people are so quick to jump on Trump. I mean, I think he's done a good job as
I think
president.
Trump, in some retrospect, he's trying because I understand he can't do everything,
He can't.
but I wish that he would speak instead of like trying to say like, "Oh, we need to stop the riot." Like he should try to be uniting the people, and not try to like. I understand we need
Yeah.
to stop these riots, but like we need someone that's gonna actually speak upon this that can get a lot of people's eyes open because there's a problem that there's always people that are one sided and people who don't
Yeah,
understand,
it's a
and
shame.
I wish Trump would have used that opportunity while he was giving his speech or whatever his one of his national
Ah,
statements.
stupid chair.
That
Yeah,
probably would have, helped the people, unite the people of all races to come together and realize this is not the way we're supposed to do it.
yeah. There's just no peaceful debate going on at all, man. You can't have a debate with like the rioters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
They
just
don't
Lose
like
lose.
care. They're not there for the cause.
They
it's
don't
just
care.
like the guy in Charleston. Remember him? He's not too long
Oh
ago.
Yeah.
yeah. It's like when you talk to them, talk to a few. It's all emotion. There's no logic. Like they're either really mad about George Floyd or they just want to steal shit. It's one of the two.
I
But
think the main issue too is just like a lot of these people who are angry and upset is like the past keeps getting repeated so many times and then people just get to the point of like when is this going to stop, and I'll be honest with you, I do think what they're doing is right. They need to start sticking up, starting like speaking out about this. The problem is a lot of people do get silenced a lot. I'll give you an example of Colin Kaepernick. For example, this guy wanted to speak upon his issue about kneeling down for the flag. Before he was sitting down, but
I yeah.
now he took a step forward in kneeling. And then when that happened, a lot of people turned their backs on him. They ousted him.
It's
The
just
NFL blackballed him. They wanted him out of the league because they thought it was disrespecting the flag because it was against the military or all that stuff. But he even spoke about it several times whenever he gave those interviews about why he talked about it. It was because the police brutality, all the horrible things that are happening, and and a lot of people, and I still agree, that's what he was doing. But the problem was, when you use like, and another thing, I don't. It's a flag at the end of the day. It does represent America. That's your opinion, and I do think it's
Mm.
important. But at the end of the day, if you're fighting for a piece of cloth and a song, and those things like are at the end of the day, like, yeah, they do represent, but they're going to be important throughout the year. I think what
yeah.
Colin Kaepernick did at the time, it was 2016, so what was that the year he was like getting ousted? I don't know how long he's
I,
been before.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, let's now all that stuff happened a lot. Even people in the media were saying, oh, he's doing all this stuff for publicity, and people believed it. I believed it at first too, but I was like, nah, it's something more. Fast forward years later, look what happened. People are talking about Kaepernick. Oh, he was right. I was like, well, okay, so where was that like years ago? None of that happened. I
Well,
Hmm.
I just think people are now waking up. We're getting, I guess, what they say, woke, and they're finally realized that this is important. But I do feel like a lot of people are gonna not talk about this and like not gonna speak up, and because most of them are scared of being
yeah,
ousted or getting exposed for stuff that really could mean nothing. But I think
yeah.
at the end of the day, like. this man's gone. This is on this point. This man's dead. He
Yeah.
was filmed like so many times. He said he can't breathe. This cop was using excessive force. Matter of fact, there was like four cops there. None of them
Yeah.
thought to
Decided to stop
like,
him.
yeah, he was already on the ground too. Like, what was
Yeah.
gonna be the answer? He already have him. There's four cops if he does, and then what really made me upset too is like they try to save this cop as well. Like they try to put him, like make him look innocent, like he did nothing wrong. As you notice, like when the first time they got him, they didn't
Yeah.
charge him with murder because they're trying
That's
to figure out,
ridiculous.
oh yeah, which I thought, bro, it happened on camera. But then when that happened, like a lot of the media people try to side with this cop, saying like, oh, he used a fake $20 bill. That was the reason why he got put down, and oh, he was being resistant. There was no, and like and then a couple of days later, there's more evidence of him doing it, and it just goes on and on and on. Like it's to me like I think the media does try to change the fact of the world, and we need to start like taking things more serious. I'm glad people are finally standing up and taking advantage of this now,
Yeah.
because years from now, because we didn't have this technology years ago. Now we can actually make our voices heard.
Huh.
And what did Killer Mike say at the
Oh,
at
come
the
on.
he said like, y'all want to make your voices heard, can go take it to the election office. I'm like, yeah, he's right.
Exactly. That's what
A
they
lot of
should be
us
doing.
don't vote. Mhm.
That's what they should be doing instead of our writing.
Yeah.
But this is what I like. First of all, before I say this, all those cops, any cop like Derek, whatever his last name is a piece of shit. But
Yeah.
the thing that makes this so like sensitive is if there's like how many people in this country? Like 400 million. And I'm gonna
Right
say
around there, I think. I'm not good
around
at
eight.
maths, so
40
I'm
million.
gonna say around. I'm gonna say around 85% of
Thousand.
them
Mhm.
have phones, and there's always gonna be a bad cop. The only thing I don't like is that they blow it. Like, okay, that cop's an asshole. The justice is served already. You got second degree murder. Probably should be first. But close
should
enough.
be
Yeah.
indicted, not just charged. Should go to
Yeah.
jail.
He should. His life is over. Like because that's done. So I don't like they act like it's all over the country. It's not. Like I get why they're mad, but this response to what to one case out of like how many cops are there? Probably a million more.
There's probably
It's,
immediately more
I
than
don't. I don't agree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like 99% of
yeah.
cops are good. I'm gonna say that. That's
But the
number thrown
sad thing
out.
is, though, probably after this, so we're
I just
probably gonna
don't
get
agree.
another incident like this.
Yeah, I just don't agree.
It's
There's always gonna be an incident. That's the thing. Like
it's just gonna
when there's
be
so many
getting
cops,
bad.
when there's so many cops in the world, there's always a one asshole. There's always going to be a criminal. There's always going to be a firefighter. That's just the way the world works. Those people don't understand. They act like everyone thinks it's nationwide. That it happens every day. I don't know, man. It's just
And I'm
Yeah.
glad that like I said, I'm gonna say my piece on this too before, yeah, because I just think
yeah,
that I mean I'm glad a lot of people are speaking up now. Companies, film companies, gaming companies, we're all speaking up now. I do think this took a way like too long for this stuff to happen, because it should have been, again, because it happens. Police brutality happens every day. I wouldn't say it happens all the time, but it probably does happen once in a while. I shouldn't say that, but
Yeah.
it's
this
inevitable.
is
Yeah,
now like a statement, and I'm guessing this will never go away, because I feel like, again, we're back in time again. Let's go. But this is like the same thing that's happening, but now we're living in a new generation where we're not going to be taking this anymore, and I'm glad people are stepping up. However, I do not agree that all these rioters and looters, like, they're not doing anyone a favor. And
yeah.
Yeah.
and if you are doing this looting and rioting, at the end of the day,
You're
what's
wrong.
this
You're
gonna
part of the problem.
yeah, you're part of the problem.
You're
You're just
probably
causing more destruction. Yeah,
causing more
Yeah.
cops to kill more people. That's what you're doing, honestly. But
Causing them to hurt more people
yeah,
or
it's
innocent people that are just in the crossfire.
of course.
exactly what they're doing. But I guess we spoke our piece on that. Now let's get to
Yeah.
exciting stuff. Um, there was a fight I saw last week. It was UFC Woodley versus Burns.
Ooh, I
Now
saw that fight. That shit
Woodley
was dope.
lost. It was he looked kind
Ah,
of
Heard he
I
got
felt
honestly
embarrassed.
bad.
he doesn't look like the same man to me. He doesn't look like the same
I
man to me
felt bad for this guy, dude. Man, I
when he
really
fought
did.
Robbie, when he fought Stephen Wonderboy. He doesn't look like that man anymore. He
I'm,
looks like he's not there or something. Maybe his age, maybe his mindset. I don't know.
he's been in the UFC for a long time, like
Yeah,
almost like he started, because I think he's got like 5 losses now. He's 19. I
yeah,
think 19 and 5, right? If I'm
I
correct.
believe. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
I think honestly, Tyron Woodley, in my opinion, he's been in the UFC for a while. If I were him at my age, like, I don't know how old he is, but he's been
I think he's
for a
like
long time.
37, something like that.
I think it's time for this guy, dude, to put the gloves up. I think
Maybe, yeah.
there's no because I think with Tyron Woodley, like he just doesn't have that hunger anymore. I think
Yeah,
when
this is what it seems like.
I feel like when he lost to what was it? Did he fight Usama? I think he
Yeah,
did.
he
Yeah,
lost. He
he
got
did.
his ass whooped
Yeah,
with
so
Uzman.
like I think after that loss, like this just should have been a sign, like, bro, I can't be taking these losses anymore. And the guy's
Yeah,
like, he's really old. He's been in the
yeah.
UFC for a long time. He can't compete with these young guys who are now making a name for themselves. You can't
But
compete with
yeah,
them because eventually, again, there's people in there, that are really young that are making a name for themselves. I think
yeah.
GSP was by far, I think, the best UFC fighter. Well, and when he was in the league.
Oh yeah, oh
Um,
yeah.
but he, like Tyler Willie, like did you guys see the Instagram video he posted up? Like he said, no excuses or something like that, and
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
was, he looked so defeated and down. And
What?
it's the heart, man.
Yeah. In my eyes, he not only did he look like some like he used to have this trigger finger as far as like his right hand. It's like doesn't exist anymore. Like his hunger, his like his instinct to kill is not there anymore, and that's why Gilbert beat him.
He got
Like
beat bad though, man,
he got
really
Yeah,
bad.
he got
outclassed,
cut up.
he got outstruck, outclassed, out wrestled. But he's a world class wrestler.
Gilbert, like, I think he
You know what I'm
elbowed him.
saying?
That's probably what gave him that gash. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know if
had a
that
nasty gash.
that thing was big. I was like, wow, dude. Like, I thought Gilbert, honestly, in my opinion, was gonna lose this fight because he looked like a typical fighter you would see, like maybe taking these. And again, too, Tyron Woodley, I think he's really dope. He's a really good fighter, but in my eyes, I just don't see him becoming that guy that would hold a title shot. I think
Yeah, I
he
don't.
would get knocked out too early.
Well, well, I think he shouldn't hang him up just yet. But I think he just needs someone to boost up his confidence because it seems like every time he fights now, he doesn't have confidence in himself
Yeah,
anymore.
ever since Usman, his spirit's been
Yeah,
broken. He's like Francis when he lost to Stipe.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's when he
because
broke
he
his
was
spirit.
he was he was a champion for a really long
of
time,
Yep.
course.
defended the belt successfully. And I think that one loss, I think it hurt his confidence.
Yeah.
That's happened to Connor too. When Connor got his first
Yeah,
loss in Nate Diaz,
Oh, to
like
Nate.
that
Yeah.
really affected his like because then he started doing a lot of
same
crazy
with Ronda
stuff.
too. When
Ron,
Ronda
yeah.
lost for
Oh,
the first time,
Ronda
it
was
was
the
bad.
worst.
Well,
But
Yeah,
The problem with Ronda was like I think when she because I'll give you if I'm wrong, she was really good at fighting and she knew about technique. I think the problem was her trainers were not the best credibility
it's
to
a,
get them to make her particularly great. I think
yeah,
for the
yeah.
most part, like if Ronda were to switch trainers and get people to get her motivation back, she could still be in the UFC right now. Do I think she'd be holding a title shot or holding a title? Probably not. Her type of fighting style, in my opinion, died. I think after she took the first loss to Holly Holmes. Was it Holly Holmes when
yeah,
she lost
Yeah.
to?
yeah. I know. What
And then
happened?
a
I
Holly
think
Holm
that.
and Amanda Nunes.
Yeah, what happened with Ronda is first she's awful at taking losses. Like she literally was
Yeah,
like depressed for like a long time when we talked to anyone. Her problem was her judo was so many notches above. What happened was her striking wasn't really getting that much better. And then you had people like Holly Holm come up, who's a 10-time kickboxing world champion. Amanda, who's
Mm.
we know what she is. That's why
yeah.
she can't compete anymore because the striking's so much more advanced. She never caught up. That's what happened.
Now she's basically in the WWE now.
One
Yeah.
dimensional. Yeah, she was one dimensional. All she
Actually,
had
no,
was
I think she got
judo.
ousted by WWE. I don't know if she's still in the league anymore.
No, she's just taking time off. Coming from a pro wrestling fan that
Yeah,
knows all about the business. Well, not really, 'cause I'm not that type of a wrestling fan. But she is taking time off. They're just trying to find the right
Yeah,
timing when she can come back.
yeah. She's doing good there.
it's gonna
But
be. I would say I don't think Ronda's out. She's only got like what 2 losses. I think she has 2 losses, right?
two
If I'm
losses in
correct.
her
Yeah,
MMA career. If
yeah.
she
This
wants
Yeah,
is
to
it.
come back, she could go back. She could pull the Brock Lesnar route. But we'll have
Yeah,
to wait and see. But with Tyron Woodley though, I think he just needs another fight.
yeah. Me too.
Put him in
He needs.
another fight. His trainers need to boost his confidence. So
they
saying,
need to put him
"Hey,
against someone.
you used to successfully defend that belt on multiple occasions.
He
You were
did
that
though.
dude. You need to be that dude again."
He used to
I
sleep
don't think they're
people, man.
doing that.
Who did he
Yeah,
lose his title to again? Him when he
Usman.
Kamaru Usman.
Yeah, Kamaru. Who's
okay.
still the champ now? Is
Yeah,
now currently. But
yeah, but yeah,
Woodley,
he just needs the confidence. That's it. Probably.
he has some questions to be answered. His hunger is
Yeah.
that instinct of his still there to knock people out. Is does he have the skill still? Is his age
Yeah.
too high up there
His
in age?
Well,
yeah
how
he
old is
could
he now? How
he's
old
He's
is
like
like
he?
30. I think he's like 36, 37.
36.
36.
Really?
I don't
I thought he
know.
was. I thought he was older. Oh, yeah, I thought he was a bit younger. Let me
He could
see.
still go, man. He's still in
He,
great shape. I
he's
don't know
still in
what's
great
going
shape.
on.
I think a
Yeah,
lot of the UFC fighters they don't stay in the league for a long time when they because when you hit 40 at when you're because he's 38 actually. So
yeah,
Yeah.
when you get to a certain amount at the age of 38, like there's gonna be some point because you're not like unless you're like a superstar UFC fighter, like you actually maintain a good diet and you stay to
yeah,
course, you can keep going. But at
Yeah.
some point, I think when you hit 40, there comes a point in time where like, all right, I think it's time for me to retire
yeah. Some more people
and
are hanging up.
put that
He's
stuff
a
to
great
bed.
wrestler too. He's a
Yeah,
Yeah.
great
great
wrestler.
national champion, college
Yeah.
champion.
Yeah, a lot
But
of people just don't, the UFC is just very, very it's a weird route. UFC is like very they do something in particularly that's unheard of, with their fighters. Dana White's, I do think some shady stuff does happen behind the UFC that they don't talk about.
Mm.
I've seen Ultimate Fighter. I've seen a lot of what's going on.
yeah, he Woodley has some questions that need to be answered. He needs to answer them himself. By having another fight, maybe someone that's not a top
Mentally,
five this
probably.
time.
Those mental
Mentally,
questions.
yeah, a lot of mental questions to be answered. But
Yeah, I'm gonna go move my stuff really quick. I'll be right back. Okay.
alright. But I guess we can move on. This is what we want to be talking. We wanted to we wanted to talk about for a while. John Jones possibly retiring. I don't know. He's speaking out of emotion right now because
Yeah.
they basically wanted Deontay Wilder money. That's what he said. And Dana White basically said no. He felt underappreciated. He basically said, "Hey man, I guess Blachowicz and Reyes could fight over the belt. I'm out of here." I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to do that, John. First of all, not even Connor earns that money. I think the only time
Yeah.
he earned more was against Floyd, and that was boxing. Khabib, he might have barely earned
All right, so I'm back.
15.
I
Sorry.
Yeah,
I don't even think Connor's the highest paid UFC fighter.
I think
I don't think.
when he
Is he
fights the
the highest
best,
paid?
when
Connor?
he fights like the biggest names, he is. But basically,
Well,
John Jones wants to retire just because Dana didn't want to give him Deontay Wilder money, which is in a different sport.
I thought did he
Yeah.
already did he vacate the belt already or no? I don't think he's done it
He
yet.
said
I don't
he
know.
did, but I don't think it's
Yeah,
really official yet.
yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
if it's official.
I think
Dana's
John should.
probably giving some time. Like
Yeah, I think give John some time. I think because
he,
the reason here's the reason why I believe the fight may not is not happening at the moment. It's because look, Dana White barely got the UFC back,
yeah,
on the air.
uh
Surprisingly,
huh, yeah,
add that
barely.
to the mix of like bro, we don't have like enough money to like finance this amount of you know this amount of like what you want, we can't finance it because I think
Yeah,
too, like, bro, how are you gonna get paid if there are no fans? You're barely, I mean, you barely even come out and fight. You fought like what was it? His last fight was Dominic Reyes, and like
Dominic Reyes.
you barely won.
Yeah, he's
Bro,
acting like he's Conor McGregor. He's not. He's not even Conor. Conor might earn that money, but he has to fight like Khabib or something, that kind of
I
money.
think
It's like
Connor,
once in every other fight that Connor gets the big time money.
well,
Yeah,
Connor can sell out a fight. He can
because
sell out.
Conor,
Yeah, he can sell
he's
out a fight.
the thing is to give him props. He's so far ahead of everyone as far as his name.
Marketing
Like
wise.
no one's close to Conor. It's just facts
Yeah.
in the
No,
UFC.
I think Connor, yeah, he has that guy that
He,
that mentality of like he can put it there.
he's like Floyd level fame in the UFC. That's basically what he is. He's like a
He
super.
knows how to put on a show. He knows how to sell fights, pretty
Yeah,
much.
so he's in a class of his own. John, sorry, John is not even in that class.
I think
Not
the
even
problem with
close.
John too is just like, bro, like you just got so many scandalous problems, and like
Yeah,
now
that too,
you
definitely.
can't like
I even
it ain't like he's like John's like he's a young guy, he's in his 20s, and
he's
he's
like in
just
his
barely,
30s,
Yeah,
yeah,
31.
he's barely making a name for himself. He's not that guy anymore. Like, bro, people know who you are. They want you to take down the best. You want to, and I'll give you
uh-huh.
this. At least this John Jones, I like this one better compared to what we had before,
Oh
which was
yeah,
like the arrogant head John Jones, the one that has got in trouble a lot. That I hate that one because that one
yeah,
was just
he,
was too much. But
yeah,
now you're asking for an outrageous amount of money for a guy who will, let's be honest, if fight does ever happen, Francis will kill him. I'm calling right now. Yes, it's just a probability. I just think that Francis might have the advantage. Let's
yeah.
be real with that.
That fight, I don't know. I don't see it, but there's just another thing with John. He first of all, there's a risk of him not even being able to fight. So imagine they put on this huge fight, waste all this money for him not to even fight. That's a waste of money for the
Yeah,
UFC.
dude.
That's another thing. He's a risk. So there's
He,
that.
he
Plus, he doesn't bring that much business. 15 million to $20 million. That's Connor
Um,
level. That's Connor level money. That's the only guy that can possibly earn that kind of money.
Yeah.
I mean,
John
box.
Jones,
yeah,
I consider him one of the greatest fighters of all time.
Yeah, to me he's a goat,
And
but he's
yeah,
not. He's just not Connor. He's not.
He's not like, bro. If you,
he's not on
yeah,
Connor's level when it comes to marketing wise and how to
Yeah,
sell a fight and his
he's
brand.
not.
But in the octagon, he's one of the greatest, untouchable.
Yeah, he's the
But
best of all
I
time. In my
I
opinion.
wouldn't. He deserves money, but I wouldn't say Deontay Wilder money.
Yeah, no one deserves that except maybe Connor when he fights Khabib or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
I
but
think another reason too was why I think people was like why Connor is such a big name in the UFC is like, look at Connor. The guy's Irish. He came from nothing, is what he says, and
mm,
like he's a foreign dude, which is and like he defeated Jose Aldo's and a bunch of other people to get hit to make his name in the UFC, and he's unique. I
yeah,
think
he's
the
unique.
problem with John was John. Did he come into the UFC late? I don't know if he did or not.
He
He
came
came into the
in.
UFC in
I think
2010? No.
yeah, I think 09 or
So
10.
yeah, so that see that by that when that era was because let's be honest with you, the 2000 UFC fighters were slowly gonna retire. Like yeah, Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell,
Yeah.
Forrest Griffin, Anderson Silva, like those eras were coming to an end, and
Mm,
I think John came into the league maybe a little bit late, but I think he made a name for himself to get him there.
yeah.
But does that transpire him thinking he's better and he should deserve more money? No, because Connor himself, he let's be honest, when that Cowboy Connor fight happened, he needed to come back.
Yeah, that was kind of more of a comeback fight
Because
more
like
than
the
anything.
guy was depressed, and I can understand too. He took two big, like three actually, three if you count Floyd.
Yeah,
Like he
come for it.
took those losses, and I think that affected him dramatically.
Oh, yeah.
John's never lost a fight. He's never
Nope.
lost a fight.
Technically, yes.
Technically,
Yeah.
like by
I'm okay.
disqualification, but
We can't count the one time he got arrested
no,
as a
no one really
loss.
cares. Yeah, no one cares about him losing to Matt Serra, whatever his name was. It was a joke.
It
When he
was
lost
because
by,
it just doesn't matter
he was
anymore.
whipping his ass. He was
Yeah.
whipping his ass all the time. So I count him as
Yeah.
undefeated. But Connor, the thing about Connor is he's he built this like kind of magic that not many people can build in a fight game. Like first of all, destroying Aldo, which was
Yeah.
Like
holy
with
shit.
Casey's head.
Beating him, beating him is like a major big deal. Like
Yeah,
if you beat
and
Connor, you're gonna be talked about all over every sports platform.
yeah, and he was in his head before the fight. That's what
Yeah.
Connor's special. He gets in people's heads. He got in
Yeah.
Khabib's head, except it backfired. Khabib is
Well, the difference was Khabib was like
best on the planet.
he knew because the dude's Russian too. I'm pretty sure the mentality of this dude is stone cold. I
Unbreakable,
think
yeah.
I think if
Yeah.
Connor he can play the mind games. The problem is like and you gotta realize too, Connor does this trash talking because he does it for a purpose. It's not that he's trying to be a mean asshole unless
Yeah,
he
he's
does
trying to
it.
sell. Trying
But
to
he's
sell.
yeah, it's to sell a fight. How else? Like let's be real. If you're like a UFC fighter and athlete, you have to sell this fight to happen because a lot of people are gonna watch it. Like you got to get
Mm.
these people wanting to watch it.
Yeah, it has to be a story, especially for the casual fan. It has to be a
I think the
story.
main
Yeah.
fight when I'll give you an example. Remember when Nate Diaz wanted to fight McGregor,
Oh
and
yeah,
then like he kept saying, "Oh, I want your," all this stuff. And people wanted that. People wanted that for a long time, and then
they
years of
wanted that.
ducking, they finally happened. And then the most tragic thing happened. Connor lost that fight,
Should have won. That
Yeah.
and
was one they should have won for sure.
Diaz was like the big UFC little superstar when he won that fight, and then people
Yeah,
started giving him more props and stuff. And
yeah.
then
Yeah.
when he
Well,
beat
like
him,
just like what I said, when Nate Diaz beat Connor, he became a major superstar. A lot
Yeah,
of people were
he,
starting to like
yeah.
him.
So yeah, so John, when it comes to John Jones, I just hope he comes to his senses because one, he's never gonna earn that money.
Yeah, I hope so
Two,
too.
yeah,
I don't want him
two,
fighting in Bellator.
yeah, I don't want him to be.
Honestly, I don't like Bellator. I try to
It's
get into it. It's just
a lot of washed up UFC fighters go down there.
what's his name
Basically,
was in the Rampage Jackson was there at the Bellator, right?
Rampage, Chael Sonnen, Vitor Belfort's been down there.
Wanderlei Silva.
Wanderlei, yeah, they're all down
It's
there.
not.
Tito,
I think. And well, I heard Danza too. Danza has their own little UFC thing going
oh
on
yeah,
too.
Dazen,
Yeah,
Danson.
the zone, that's what it's called. Yeah, they have their own little UFC thing. And what was her name? Cyborg's on there apparently.
Oh yeah,
She's there.
Cyborg.
Yeah,
But
but John
But yeah,
Jones. My last piece on John Jones. I think John Jones, he needs to take a step back from reality. I would say, bro, wait for this quarantine to die out. Wait for. I
yeah,
understand. the reason why a lot of these UFC fighters they have to pay their bills. They have to. I understand why they're taking some of these are taking fights. Tony Ferguson had to take the fight against Justin
He had
Gaethje
to.
because he
Yeah.
had to. He even said himself like, bro, like I got bills to pay. He'll
Yeah,
take. He took
exactly.
the loss really good. He
He
took the
did
loss. He didn't
very
take it
well.
with the big partying. John
No.
Jones wait for this quarantine to die down, then try to go after the big money again. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess moving into the next, we already kind of talking about already was Connor, his goat list on Twitter. Basically, he said Anderson number one. He put himself second. He said he would easily pass him off by the time he's done. Third, he had GSP, and fourth, he had John. And basically, the way he broke it down was by accomplishments. He didn't mention the failures of anybody besides John's PEDs.
Yeah, I
Um,
think that fight again. That fight, yeah, was
Here's
great.
the thing I gotta
Yeah.
say about Connor. One, in my opinion, he's not better than any of those guys. I
Yeah,
think there's other people who didn't mention him better. I think Demetrius is better. Demetrius Johnson.
hell yeah.
Yeah, Fedor Lomachenko is better. He's not like UFC, but he's a great. There's a few guys that are above him. He might break top 10, but first of all, he doesn't have consistency and he's not active enough. Any of those guys are way more active than their
Yeah.
primes. He's not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Connor is gonna be an all-time great. He already is, but he's not go. He's not. He's
He's
not
not.
there.
He's if I had to put Connor, probably like maybe top five,
Yeah,
maybe top five.
he's probably to me he's like 11th or something like that. 11th or 12th. Like
My all
John,
time
he's
list. Yeah, that's fair. Up.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you
Like
hear? I don't know if you guys have heard
He
this.
needs to fight a few more times and
he
win
needs to
championship and
win and
defend them.
defend. Yeah, he hasn't defended a single belt in
He
his
has
career.
it. And by the way, he has no more of those belts, right? Those belts are gone, right? He lost
He
both
has
those
none.
belts.
He has none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He took so much time off that they took him away. That's his fault.
see, that's the problem as a champ. You need to keep if you really want to be a champ. I understand there's sometimes in life where you get older, like like I don't care about this belt, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be the best person in the UFC, the best superstar in the UFC, you have to keep up. And I think let's be honest too. I think Dana treats Connor a little more better than any of the
Oh
other
yeah,
fighters. He treats him.
Yeah.
definitely.
That's his
Favoritism.
golden goose right there.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
his golden boy. Yeah.
This is like the
Yeah.
person that he'll sell. Like, hey, this is my guy. He'll sell like the whole arena out in one day
He's
to
the
the
only
fan
guy
base.
that was able to compete with Floyd, like as far as business, and he did it. He fought him, got all kinds of money from it.
And that fight too, that
Yeah.
boxing match he did with Floyd, that he did pretty good.
He
I
did
think the
pretty good.
problem though, like you gotta understand from boxing is more rounds. Like
Yeah.
UFC is only five.
Yeah.
That's
And the
probably he
thing
got
with
gassed out.
Floyd is more than just like boxing is. It's like tying a shoe. That's how easy it is, and that's why he couldn't beat Floyd. He's
I'll
the
be
best
honest with you, I thought that
of all
fight
time.
was like so ridiculous because I watched it. I was like, this like, there's no way this fight's happening. And
Yeah,
then like I'm watching, I'm like, oh shit, Connor's doing pretty good. But then I'm noticing his face, like, yo, he's getting so gassed out right now. His face is red, like he can't keep up.
you
And
can't
then
beat
Floyd
Floyd.
just like he's just running away like he
It's
always
his game.
does.
Yeah,
And that's basically what he did.
it's his world. Connor's not gonna beat Floyd in his world. But Connor, his criteria, he was only trying to like emphasize the moments of brilliance. He had his own moments of brilliance, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
if there's consistent to be the greatest of all time, you got to be consistently brilliant, and he hasn't been. He
He's
was
in
against
my.
Eddie. Eddie and
He's in
Aldo was
my.
yeah,
He's in my top five fighters. My favorite fighters of all time. But
yeah,
he needs to have more consistency if he wants to become an all time great.
yeah. More activity, more consistency.
I
Yeah,
mean, he's made comebacks before with when he fought Nate Diaz again. But
yeah.
let's be honest though, I watched that fight again. I'm like, man, like I just
He barely beat that.
he
Nate
barely
Diaz,
beat
huh?
him. The
It was
first
like
fight was amazing.
it
I
was
have to
like
speak.
Yeah.
it was like split
Connor needs to
decision.
work on his stamina a lot more.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
he
The guy. Here's the thing about Connor is like he just whenever he gets when he sells a big amount of arenas and he gets that fat paycheck, like he blows it up. Like he puts that money to work and
yeah,
he
it does.
just. I feel when you're an athlete and you make when you make a name and you win a championship or you get the big amount of money, I feel that hunger in you starts to die down. Like
Yeah,
you're not
oh,
hungry anymore.
Oh
definitely
yeah.
did probably after the fourth fight.
I don't see that hungry Conor McGregor anymore. I
Yeah,
just don't. Like I just feel like he's done what he's done. He made a name
too
for
much
himself, and
hungry.
now he's just another UFC fighter.
The one thing I don't like about Connor is that he talks even after he loses. Like he's talking shit about Khabib. I'm like, dude, he whipped your ass. Like, what are you talking about? He's talking shit about like, there's no threat in a man that hugs legs. Well, obviously there was when he whipped your ass. So that's the only thing I don't like about him. You can
Because
talk when
like,
you win.
yeah, he
You can
can't.
talk when you win. But
Connor
when you lose,
he can't wrestle. He
you
just
can't.
can't.
You can't talk after you get your ass whooped. That makes no sense to me. making no sense. When he lost to Khabib and he's still talking like he beat him, he did it. It wasn't even close. But hey, he's earning money, so hey, I give him props for that. Still making money.
Yeah.
He's
So
still making money, surprisingly, but he doesn't he have like was it like some sort of like alcohol drink that he's making money off of, I believe.
oh,
Oh yeah, proper number 12.
proper
Yeah,
12, yeah.
that's the name of it. So that's
That's
probably what
making
is
money.
also getting money too.
A lot of it
Yeah,
has
it's
to do with
been really successful.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
probably a lot of it has to do that it's his
can't really
brand.
get.
People like him, so that's probably why it's selling so much. But
Yeah.
yeah, Connor's GOAT list to me it's a joke. But to
Yeah.
me, my number one is well, there's two criteria that I have. There's one where it's a straight octagon. It's gonna be John Jones. If it's like all around character and octagon, probably GSP.
Yeah,
He's
GSP
Yeah.
clean,
is
clean as
GSP
it
is
comes.
like
Clean, clean.
yeah, I
Yeah.
respect GSP.
Classy, clean, is a beast in the
I
octagon.
think the only guy I would
Yeah.
see that at the time that may have been like, that I'm just saying about GSP, like that probably would have taken down GSP would probably want to be the DS, but Nick, I think would probably have a better chance because Nick was
Yeah.
that guy.
Well, Nick fought him, but yeah,
Yeah.
GSP out. He's better. But
Yeah.
Anderson, Anderson's up there, but he also like John. He got caught for PEDs, and his war performance enhancing. John's. Then Usada even stated his stuff was never performance enhancing. I think John is
Yeah.
just careless guy. He takes random shit and he gets pops
He needs
positive.
to fix that up a little bit. He needs to
And he
be
needs to stay
more
clean.
careful.
And
Yeah.
now he has that pulsing effect from whatever that drug's called, Turinabol, something like that.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
all
a
think
he's
so.
gonna.
drug.
It's gonna be in his body for long years and years, and it's gonna make it pop positive. But they already know that's what it is. If it's like in nanograms, and
Yeah.
it's not even it's not possible to ingest something that small, so they know it's not him. But
Yeah.
because of that, if we are making like straight up this fighter from character and all that, he's not the goat. To me, if it's we're just like analyzing pure octagon presence, it's John. He's the best of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He just stays out of
but
trouble, maybe he'll be better.
yeah, if he stays out of trouble, I really
Hopefully.
hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
But
Me
I
too.
guess
We all hope so. But
yeah. Moving on from the UFC, this is kind of cool. The NBA restart plan. So
Ooh,
they plan to
scared
first
of
of
that.
all just take the 8 worst teams out. So it's gonna be a 22
Yeah.
team plan. The plan is start July 31st.
Mhm.
With the Disney plan, like they play somewhere in
Orlando, I
Disney
believe.
Arena,
Disney World
Orlando.
or Orlando.
yeah, Orlando.
So I think the worst teams we can kind of guess like the Warriors and the Cavs. Those guys, like those teams are
Just
out.
Timberwolves are
eliminate them.
gone too. Yeah.
Timberwolves are
Those
out.
teams.
And I was reading basically like the top seeds are basically already clinched. Like I think
Yeah.
they'd have to lose every game to not make the playoffs. Like the
Just
Lakers.
go with your best top
Um,
eight from the East and West. That's what I think it
yeah,
should have been.
yeah. And I guess like the lower like the guys that are right there, they have a chance to make the playoffs. They're like the 9th, 10th seeds. Like they have a chance. Um, I guess that's good enough. The 8 worst teams are out.
Well, look, I
It's
mean, I mean, because here's the thing too is like what the NBA is trying to do is like they're trying to get this season over with, which I
yeah.
understand
That's
because
probably why. Yeah.
yeah, it's like we don't have like a much time. I mean, we had the summer. Summer would have been. I mean, the idea of what I thought was gonna happen was they were gonna cancel the season because let's be honest, like I think we lost a lot of we 2020 has not been the best year so far
Been a horrible
with the
year.
virus, and then also when Kobe died, I think that
Oh,
took a huge blow to the NBA.
hell
And
yeah.
I was surprised that they kept it going. They wanted the league keep going. I do agree that
Yeah.
this would be a good plan, but the problem is like you have to like because then you only have eight. Like so it would be from when did they say the league would come back? I don't know the exact
July
date.
In July.
July 31st.
So we have about like what like a couple weeks of that, and then we go straight to the championship, and then
Yeah.
the players have till August, most of them till September and October because that's when the preseason starts again, I guess.
Mm.
And then
Yeah.
a lot of these
Yeah.
players are
Well, I
only
think
like
their plan is that the season would start on Christmas.
Yeah. I think so because they didn't want to start it too
hmm,
early. Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
because
don't
they
want to
need
start too early.
they
So
play
they'll
out.
probably play till October,
Mm-hmm.
then get a couple months off, like 2, maybe 3 months.
Yeah.
I don't know how long that is. I'm stuck at math. Till
Yeah.
Christmas Day, and then the season will go on from there. Like the
Yeah.
new season will start from there.
New
Which honestly,
season.
I'm fine with that. Because
Fine.
people,
That sounds better.
yeah,
I just
the
want to see
NBA
basketball.
usually gets good right around Christmas time anyway.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I just want to see basketball. To be honest, man. I miss it, man.
I missed it too
Yeah,
because I was like, man, this is supposed to be a Lakers here. I want
Yeah.
the
Like they're
Lakers to
gonna.
go.
LeBron is gonna
yeah,
win
me
a
too.
ring. Hopefully he still does. Hopefully.
He probably will.
Probably will.
I think
I
because
hope
like a
Hope he
lot
doesn't
of
get robbed of MVP either again. But
so. Oh god,
we'll
that's
see.
so annoying,
he'll
dude.
be fine. He's got like what 10 of them already. I think he'll be fine.
Uh, he should have
Yeah.
10. Should. It
But
should be
I
10.
think with this plan, I think it'll be a success.
I think so.
Because he already got rid of the 8 teams that don't need to play anymore. Because
Yeah,
their season,
they're never gonna make it. So yeah,
Well, then
if
with
they were
that,
planning to lose, they lose to get a high draft pick. They
yeah,
probably will do that anyway.
well,
But
if
they
that
probably would
happens
have.
you
too, what
see,
about the
yeah,
draft? Is that also going to happen in the same?
I think that would take place maybe a month,
I could see that
maybe a
happening.
couple weeks after the NBA
Yeah,
championship.
yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe we have the combine. Maybe have like the combine during,
Yeah,
or maybe like a couple games before the finals is gonna end.
yeah.
Maybe
yeah,
have like a
and
little combine there.
as far as the finals, the Lakers' are only threat to me is the Clippers, but we'll see. That's gonna be a good one.
If
I
I had
don't
to
know.
pick,
I've been saying this before though. I don't really trust the Clippers at all. I don't. I
Because
can't.
yeah, they're inconsistent.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I think the problem is
They're
too is like when they got Kawhi Leonard, like people thought like it was over, and they look at
Yeah.
Kawhi's because he just won a championship with the Raptors, and
Uh,
I'm like, yes, that's true, but like he also had help too. It wasn't like he was just by
True. Yeah.
himself.
yeah.
And yeah, and they're the
And the
biggest
thing
threat to
though,
me. But yeah, it depends who shows up that day, like
Hmm.
which
I
Clipper shows
don't.
up.
I like Paul George and all, but yeah, he took the Pacers to the finals in 2013
Yeah,
against
Uh,
Miami. Like
of
he
course.
almost beat Miami in 7 games. He lost to LeBron in the Heat, but
yeah,
I can't. I don't trust him. Have you seen his recent playoff performances?
yeah. He's been
They
very.
haven't been
Yeah,
that great
very,
at
very
all.
bad.
So I
He's
don't.
not.
He can't show up in big time moments anymore.
He's
No,
not
not a knock
constant.
on him as a player. He's a great player on All
Yeah,
Star. He's proven that he's a
Whenever the
great player.
playoffs come, though,
But
he can't.
yeah,
He's
he
inconsistent.
chokes.
he
He's really
disappears.
badly.
Yeah. And LeBron's a good
So that's
team. He
why I
has.
can't trust them. That's why.
That's
But
one thing too. I
they
see a
are
lot.
they are a threat. But I'm not taking them too serious. I'm taking them seriously,
Seven.
but
Yeah.
not like a major threat.
Hmm.
And then in the East, you got the Bucks. You got um, what other teams
I
up
think
there?
it's the. I think it was the Bucks, the Nets.
The
Celtics are
Bucks,
up
the
there.
Raptors,
I think it's. I think
Celtics.
I'm surprised Raptors are back too. I'm surprised like the. Let me check East. I'm just check right
Yeah,
now.
and they had a good number 2 seed without Kawhi. Yeah, it goes to
Without
show
Kawhi.
that they don't
That
have
was
a supporting
surprising.
cast.
Yeah.
They're a good basketball team, man. They're pretty good. Pascal Siakam is a great
He's a
player.
good. Yeah,
Of
he's a good, really
course.
good player. That biggest threat to the Lakers in the East is the Bucks, I'd say.
I think the Bucks too, because you got Giannis, dude. That guy is big. He's like a.
They
He's like
split the
a.
season series 1-1,
Yeah,
He's a
he's
beast.
really good.
He's a beast.
He's really really dope.
I feel like they're
but
gonna make
both
the finals.
teams when they won, they both had home court
Hmm.
advantage. But
Yeah.
now we're gonna see the NBA in a setting where
Yeah,
there's no home court advantage. So
Yeah. We'll see when.
how is that gonna play out?
It's
yeah.
gonna be a
So here are
weird
the. I just want to choose
environment.
the top 10 East teams. Sorry, the top 8 East teams right now. Number one is the Bucks. Two is the Raptors. Three is Boston. Four is Miami.
Yeah.
Indiana's five. Six is the Sixers, and Brooklyn's seven, and Orlando's eight. Those are the top 8 right now in the East.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Celtics are.
the 2 8 seeds that are right now were Memphis and Orlando, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's
I know they're gonna have a play in to get in as the 8 seed
mm-hmm,
for the teams that have like a decent enough record to make it.
mm-hmm.
But
Uh,
I think that those 2 spots are gonna stay. Maybe it switches up in the East, but I think Memphis is gonna stay right at number
yeah.
8.
Why is
Yeah.
I'm surprised Oklahoma has made it to the playoffs and like
Yeah,
without Russ. Well, without
respect
yeah,
to
I
Respect.
respect
CP3, man. Major
Respect.
respect.
that guy. Honestly, I'll give you this. This guy, I really like CP3 because this guy's been traded to like 3 teams already,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So many
and
teams.
he is still been himself. But I think the main problem I have with CP3 is like every time playoffs happens, he gets hurt, and that
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah.
like I think the only time he didn't get hurt was when he was with Houston, and he was doing
Yeah.
good with
James.
James Harden,
Yeah.
and I think the problem too is like he's when playoffs happen, like he gets so anxious or he hurts himself, and he can't play no more.
It sucked when
yeah.
the year that they almost beat the Warriors and
Oh
he
my
got
god,
hurt. I
dude,
was like,
that was such. I was so mad. I wanted
pissed
to
me
rip
off.
my hair. I was like, what?
I was like, damn, they
Yeah,
would have probably beaten him too. They probably would have beaten him.
Uh,
Yeah, they were game 7. He wasn't there. I was like, damn it.
it's the perfect time too,
Yeah,
dude.
I
they
remember
blew it.
Jimmy. I think the other day he told me this stat about the Thunder. They had like a 0.1% chance to make the playoffs or something like that,
Uh huh.
Oh
and
god,
now
yeah,
they're a 6 seed team.
yeah. That's props to CP3, man. Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
With the
Great
They
point,
got a
Warriors.
yeah.
good squad. They have
I
a
know
really
they
good,
did.
good,
It's not like
good team.
he didn't go to a team with nothing. Like they had to
Yeah,
give
they
him
had a pretty
something.
Big
decent.
three, Dennis Schroeder, the dude with the really long last name. I forgot his name.
He had a weird last. I can't even pronounce his name.
Bogdanovich, something like that.
Yeah, that
No,
is.
no, 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 no. That's not it. But it's like,
Uh,
oh, Shea Gilgis.
Yeah, it's
Alexander.
there. Yeah.
Alexander,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Gilgis
He's a
Alexander.
decent player. Decent player.
And then Danilo Gallinari. He's also
Oh,
a good
nice.
player.
Good player.
Yeah.
Pretty decent
And
squad
Steven
down there.
Adams.
And
Steven
Adams, he's
Adams.
a
So
good
they got a
Yeah.
good team that can make the
Steven
postseason.
Adams has
And
been there for
yeah, he's
a long time.
yeah,
am I
he's been
saying they're
there.
gonna go to the
We'll see,
finals,
because
Western Conference
let's
Finals,
just.
semifinals? No,
But
but
No,
yeah, let's just see. But they're a good team though. They that's the team that surprised me the
yeah,
most this year.
yeah.
That's
They're
the team that surprised me
surprising.
the most.
They're a good team. Good team.
Yeah,
I'm surprised the
Um,
Warriors, man. They're just like last place, which
yeah,
holy shit,
this
they're
is where they
horrible.
belong. Because I hate the Warriors,
I'm
bro.
so happy they're
yeah.
done. Man.
Every
Okay.
single year, man, I hated them going to the playoffs because it just got boring. I
Like the
hated when
Bulls,
well, yeah, that too. It was just like,
I
bro,
think yeah they would have made it if Clay wouldn't have gotten hurt.
they probably would
If
have
he
won
would,
though.
and Curry too. He got hurt too.
yeah. So he probably would be in the postseason right now. Maybe a top three, maybe fourth seed team
Yeah, something like
right
that. Yeah.
now.
Well, they're
That
making a
is.
lot of good decisions. Well, what I heard too is that they're planning to trade Draymond, which is like I
Oh,
honestly think trading Draymond's not gonna help. I think it's gonna
uh,
be a really really bad thing to happen because Draymond
they're-
he plays two positions. If you guys know, knows he plays a lot and like
Yeah, power forward in the center.
he's
he's
very
important.
very good.
He's an
You know.
important piece of the puzzle.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
excited,
but
man. I really hope
I'm
he comes
excited for
back.
the NBA to come back, man. Me too. Fucking
I
finally,
can't
we get
wait.
some basketball back.
About
Can't
It
wait,
feels
time.
man.
good waking up in the morning knowing that sports is
So
coming back,
close.
and especially the
Thank,
NBA.
thank God.
I'm
But
tired. I'm just tired of like, and hopefully the MLB comes back too, because I don't mind watching baseball. I want to see like
yeah,
if the Dodgers will finally go to the
Something to
playoffs.
watch. We need
yeah.
something to watch.
So the West is gonna have 13 teams, and the
Yeah.
East is gonna have 9.
Mm-hmm.
So the East is gonna be those last seeds are gonna have to fight like the last.
Yeah,
There's only 9. There's only 9 teams there, so all
that's
the 9
why I
teams.
like the play-in. I like that they're
I
adding
like
like
that.
it's
Yeah,
tournament style, but they're adding the play-in.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like
And
that.
I like that.
That's fair. I think that's pretty fair.
Okay.
I
I
guess
say so. Adam
moving
Silver
on.
is a great NBA commissioner. He needs more props. He's
He's a
been
good one,
very
man.
good. Yeah,
He
Yes.
handled the quarantine pretty well. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
but to move on, this is kind of cool. This is NFL because I've been watching a lot of this. Um, best wide receiver QB duos in the NFL.
Duos.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
wide
he
receiver
was.
QB.
Oh
It's a
my
good
god! You
one.
know, I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring because I do hate this guy, but when he was playing on my team was good. I have to give it to Ben and Antonio Brown.
Oh, yeah.
These
Are we talking
guys,
about now or like back then?
yeah, we're talking now. We're talking about like back then.
Now, yeah, right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Okay.
But Big Ben and AB, yeah, they were
It's an
They
phenomenal.
all-time
were
great.
the best.
Yeah,
Oh my god, dude.
They were the best in the league.
maybe the
I
best
hate
duo to never win a
Antonio.
championship.
Yeah,
I hate
probably the
Antonio
best.
so much, bro.
Yeah. He
A lot of
ruined his
people do.
career. Yeah.
A lot of people do.
There's a
But
lot good out there. There's Drew
the
Brees,
best
Michael
duo.
Thomas. There's
Yeah,
what else is out there? Adam Thielen, Kirk Cousins, um, Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams. A lot of good ones
that's a
out
good
there.
duo.
The
That's
best
good.
one,
It's hard to say right now.
I would
Maybe
say,
some would say Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill.
yeah.
Maybe some
Well,
say Drew Brees, Michael Thomas. That's another good one.
yeah. I'd have to say probably Drew Brees, Michael Thomas.
What about Patrick? Yeah, I was thinking Mahomes and Tyreek. I don't know
Yeah,
something.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
I think Tyreek is it's more Patrick than Tyreek.
True,
Hill
true.
has the speed,
Tyreek is speed. Yeah,
but Michael and Drew, it's like Drew is accurate as they come, and Michael is as
good.
reliable as they come. Yeah,
I don't like his attitude. I don't like Michael Thomas' attitude. I like Michael
Yeah.
Thomas the player. He's a great player.
either.
But yeah, I'd say Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, one of the best. I think it's
Hmm.
the best wide receiver quarterback duo right now.
Yeah, probably them. That
'Cause,
is,
yeah, but like you said, Drew Brees is the most accurate quarterback
yeah,
probably in this era.
probably all
He's
time.
breaking all time records. Like
So
every season it seems like,
yeah, great.
and he's still got an arm, man, and he's almost in
His
his
arm,
40s.
yeah,
Is
his
he in
arm's
his
still pretty
40s?
good too.
He's already
Is he
very
in his
good.
40s or is he about to turn 40?
I think he's
Yeah,
about
he's
to
like
be in his
38,
40s.
39 right
Yeah,
now.
so
Right?
he's
And he's still going on strong, man.
He's a
So
beast.
maybe he'll get a championship this year with Michael Thomas. Maybe not. But
I
right
hate.
now,
I really
it's
wanted to win a ring,
this
man.
duo is pretty good. Who knows? Maybe Brady and Mike Evans might be a really good duo.
That might be a
Well,
good one
yeah,
too.
no, well,
Yeah.
we'll have to see because
That's
Brady's
just on
going in.
paper right now. I'm going off on
Yeah,
paper right now. It looks fantastic, but
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have to see how it looks on the field.
Let's see.
yeah,
And
we'll
then
have to see. It's
Dak,
looking, yeah.
Dak and Amari. That's a good one because Amari's getting better.
Yeah,
Did they re-sign Amari Cooper or no? Is he still
yeah, they did. They signed
okay?
him before they signed Dak Prescott.
He signed a big deal too. I think
Well, because Dak,
Yeah,
didn't Dak he wanted more money, right? That's the
he
reason why
won
he got signed.
like
that's what he wants, but
he won
he's
like
not really worth what he wants. In my
Nah,
opinion,
yeah,
I'm
close
he's
to
a
thinking.
good
that.
quarterback. Don't get me wrong, he's a good quarterback, but he shouldn't get fucking big Patrick Mahomes type of money.
He's not that
Nah.
good. Yeah, he's not
Here's
that
If
here's
you
the
high.
thing
can't get
too.
him to the if you can't get him to the NFC Championship yet, then you don't deserve big money.
Have you
He
noticed
doesn't.
too that they when that happened they signed the old QB from the Bengals, Dalton.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they ain't
That
signed
was
Andy Dalton.
surprising. I was like, wait a minute, you just signed another quarterback and you
Hell,
didn't
he might
offer.
even be better in Dallas.
I know. I
Both of
think
us gonna hold out, then might as well
I think the
fucking.
reason why they did this decision was because for one, in case something like they can't re-sign Dak and he does decide to leave, they'll just take Dalton, which the Cowboys
huh?
will be back in
Yeah,
the last place like they always do.
Hell,
yeah, I suck.
Andy Dalton is a good quarterback. He was just on a terrible franchise.
Okay.
He was. I think yeah, I think that too. I think the probably the reason why because he did get the Bengals to the playoffs like in 2013,
Yeah.
14, and then I think too like the Bengals are going through some sort of weird transpiration because with their franchise owner and then they having the
Yeah, the
trade get
owner
fired their
doesn't
coach.
seem like they want to win right now.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
This is it is what it is. But
It's about money to them, to be honest.
money too. Money's also plays a major part of that.
Now, even
Yeah,
the
but
fans don't like their owner. They think he's pathetic.
pathetic. I mean, look at their teams.
Just fire
It's
the
a
team.
joke.
Now,
Just
look
fire
at their teams. Look at their teams. They're
fire
not
the
that great.
coach.
It's a joke. But yeah.
Well, they got Joe Burrow now, so hopefully things turn
Oh
around for
yeah.
them. But it's
Hopefully
Nah,
probably gonna
he's.
be a while
let's
till he gets
see.
his
I mean,
stride.
if he does like a Mahomes, like he actually gets them to the playoffs, like, I'll be impressed.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
impressed. But I guess next is wide receiver, QB, and running back trios. So like
Ooh,
three.
that's pretty tough.
We got honestly the Saints trio is pretty good. Kamara, Thomas, and Drew.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
Ravens, they have
Yeah, Ravens.
Lamar
Lamar,
Jackson, Mark Ingram, and then Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's a good
and
trio.
that's
I
pretty
see
good.
the Ravens. Dude. The Ravens have like that charisma.
Yeah,
Now
they
the
have good.
Chargers would I would say the Chargers have that too, but I wouldn't say that right now. The Chargers have
Yeah,
really good wide receivers. We have
yeah, they,
a good
team.
quarterback in Tyrod Taylor. Let's see how he does first.
So
Tyrod
Justin
Taylor,
does.
Austin Eckler,
Yeah.
and Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. We got a good squad there. Well,
Yeah,
The
potential.
Eagles at one
But
point had a good trio too. They had Wentz.
and they don't got no receivers no more.
They don't.
shit.
They got rid of everybody.
They did, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Alshon Jeffrey for a second. He was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Dak, Amari, and Zeke. That's a good one. Zeke's a
Dak
beast.
and Zeke is a good one, yeah.
They were best.
Michael
Devon,
Thomas,
Alvin.
Drew, and Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, he's good.
That's a
I
pretty
would
good
th-
squad right there.
I would throw my team in there, but I'm like, nah, we're not the best right now because
Hmm.
we still got because we got messed up this year. My Steelers, like
Who else?
we lost that.
Who else would I say?
Devontae, Aaron, and Adam Jones. That's
Adam,
pretty.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
He's a decent running back. He's getting better.
they're decent.
Yeah. Kirk
Kirk,
Cousins, Adam Thielen, and then
Dalvin.
Dalvin Cook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dalvin's good.
I would say that one's pretty good.
That was pretty up there.
Stephon Diggs was there, but he's not there no more.
What about sorry, one sec.
All right.
Got it popping up. What about the Bills? Josh Allen
Yeah,
and
but really.
I don't even know what the running back they have.
Yeah, I
I
don't
think
even
it
know.
was I have it right here. I was looking at it.
Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen. That's probably gonna be a good duo. It's great for Josh Allen now.
Josh has someone
He
to throw
finally has a
to.
good wide receiver. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I don't think
Josh Allen, LaShawn McCoy, and John Brown.
Oh, they have LaShawn.
LeSean
Yeah.
McCoy. He's not there no more.
Is he not?
He got released.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I forgot who's their running back now, but Buffalo's a good team.
I think it was. I'm
I
trying to
would throw
remember.
Josh Allen
I
and
don't pay
Stephon
attention to the Bills a
Diggs
lot. I
as a
just got
hopeful
they surprisingly
as a
they
hopeful
did
duo.
good this season. I was like really
I mean,
surprised.
even the
Trying
Browns.
to
The
think.
Browns, if they get
I don't
better, they have
remember.
Nick Chubb, Baker, and Odell, or you can take Jarvis.
You can switch it around Jarvis and Odell.
Mm.
I
Odell
just
needs
hope
to.
that team finds their chemistry.
Yeah, Odell needs to find his rhythm again. He's better than Jarvis,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I think the
He's way
49ers
better.
too. They really had a good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had the
Oh, yeah, they have a good
Garoppolo,
duo too.
They had
Coleman and Kittle.
yeah.
Oh, and the Saints got Emmanuel Sanders too.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I heard about that.
that's a good pick, man.
Yeah, it was
That was a
good.
good pickup.
He's gonna be a good
But
second.
yeah, the 49ers, they got good teams too. They got a
It's
really good
Yeah.
wide receiver.
You got
too
Mike
bad.
Breda, right?
It's just too bad they couldn't take
Yeah,
down the
He's
Kansas
a
City
good.
Chiefs.
He's a good running back.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they got Brady.
I
Number
remember
one.
the
Robbie had
Rams. They did have a good
Oh, they
red
did.
zone trio. Not anymore though, because
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
left.
Gurley's gone. So,
I'm
but
surprised they got rid of him, bro. They should have kept him personally.
they probably
Yeah,
like.
but
I think he wanted more money too. That was probably the reason why.
well, he already had the money.
Yeah,
He
he
already
had
had the
the
money.
How
big.
much was it for? It was
They
like
just
4
released
years.
him.
Yeah, it was like 4 years for what again? 100 and something.
That's like
I
over
can't
100.
remember. I
It
can't
was a
remember the
lot. It was
deal.
a
But
lot of
he's in Atlanta
money.
now.
And I was like,
Oh wait, the trios, right? That you could talk about. You could
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
Matt Ryan, Todd Gurley, and
And
Julio Jones.
Julio. That's a good one right
Yeah,
there.
that's a good one. Let's hope Atlanta doesn't suck though.
Yeah, they always seem to choke.
Atlanta
Yeah.
always chokes every year.
Julio even choked sometime in the playoffs. Like he dropped that one
Yeah.
touchdown pass. It's like damn. But
He did. Mine seems like we're. Oh my god, we need to improve more because we need another wide receiver. We have Juju, Connor, James Connor, and Ben. But
and
the
Ben.
problem what's going on is like our wide receiver Juju is like he's like I feel like if he messes up this season, we're gonna end up trading him because like he's fumbled so many times. I've gotten so
Oh
mad.
yeah.
The infamous Saints game when we played against him, he got tackled. They stripped the ball out and they won that game. I was so mad.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess that's NFL. Before we wrap it up, you have anything to talk about Wildcat?
As of right now, well, I was about to ask you guys since you know if you guys, well, if you, how's like your YouTube channel doing so far? Are you doing pretty good on that?
Yeah, I dropped a gaming video.
Oh yeah, I did see that Mortal Kombat. I
Check
know
that one out. It's
Injustice.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I was raging and shit out there.
Do you have
Made me laugh a little bit.
Do you have a MK11 or not?
No, I might get it just to do more game. I'm to do gameplays on that. I'm also gonna get The Last of Us 2.
Oh, I'm getting that
Wait,
game.
I'm
Time
doing
to come out.
walkthroughs.
I'm
I'm doing
already.
walkthroughs on that. Like, I'm gonna do the
I'm
whole story.
already.
Yeah.
Probably do
As
some
far as my
multiplayer vids on COD, I think. But
yeah, I'm like at 770, I think. So it's slowly getting up there, but I'm experimenting these days.
No, I
Like,
understand.
it's good to
So,
experiment. Good
with
to
my
experiment.
own content too. I'm doing reaction, but I'm kind of doing less and less, trying to like go to
Yeah,
my
I
own
need
to-
content.
I think with me is like because I besides that like my channel is doing okay, but like I need to start pumping on something because my views are going down drastically.
I
I'm
know. I
Yeah.
getting
think mine too haven't gone down.
it's gone down bad. I was making like 1,000 views a video, and now it's like gone down almost back to 400. Like wow,
Yeah, it's a tough,
You need to spice it up.
game.
I
It's a
know.
tough.
Me and Jimmy, we've been playing a lot of Friday the 13th, and I
Yeah,
think
that could be
we
something
can
I
get
could
something
post.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could record
Because like I
that.
was in it for basically just trying to improve a lot, but I think what's happening is because like I've just been another thing too is like I've been kind of down lately with a lot of like with the
All
quarantine,
the shit.
but
Yeah,
now
a lot of people that we know.
I'm kind of getting good now. But yeah,
A lot of people that we know have been down too because of this stuff. Riots.
I
So
think
maybe Warzone videos. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I
I'll
don't
figure
have
out
my.
something, man.
I've
Trying
been
to stream
saying
it.
I'm gonna make a YouTube channel, but I haven't done it yet, and I need to get on that
It takes
because I feel
time,
like I
but
could post some good content.
yeah, I
You're gonna
think
have to
Yeah.
start from the bottom and see what works the best. And just
Jimmy
roll
and
with it.
Tom has been on my ass about that. I said, just fucking do it.
yeah,
Yeah. And I
it's a
say I will, and
struggle.
then I end up not doing it.
I think
Yeah,
another thing
it's
too for like because what happened recently was my channel recently got hit with a strike. I don't know if I told you that.
oh yeah. You talked
That
about it.
shit
Yeah.
fucking sucked. Now, what I think I'm gonna probably do is like, you know, I might need to spice stuff a bit. I'll give you that. It's just like because what's going on right now is like, I think I'm just picking up like animated shows that I'm reacting to, and they're not good ones. So I need to start figuring out
Yeah.
something else.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you
Me.
realize this. I moved to a different setting because the
Oh yeah.
glare in my room, so I
Yeah,
moved into
I
my
noticed that a
garage.
lot.
Yeah.
So I moved into my garage. So I was trying to say that earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
I
That's
know I
cool.
interrupted, but all right, continue what you're saying. I moved into
Yeah.
my garage.
Nah, but
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully you
YouTube
guys are
is.
doing okay out there. You know, like I
Oh
said,
yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
gotta take care of my taxes too. I haven't finished those up.
Oh Texas.
We just been chilling,
Nah,
Been
that's
chilling.
living life,
Just
relaxing at
playing
home,
online.
staying
Playing
safe.
online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
I might bring.
well,
Free
Hopefully you
Thomas.
guys your channel does well because we're all in the YouTube game. My
Yeah.
1,000
Yeah.
subscribers are okay right now, but I gotta start pumping on something else
Shit.
because it's been like a lot of them are like they're hitting me up on my Twitter a lot and they are asking me to watch these videos. I'm like, whoa, calm down. I can't
Uh-huh.
do all at once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get rolled to 1,000 still, but slow grind, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're almost
it's
there.
you're
You're
almost
almost
there.
there.
It's like what I did to
Slowly.
get my first 1,000 because I was just pumping out videos every single day and that was exhausting.
Oh God,
And I'm
yeah,
still
that's
doing it.
exhausting.
I'm still kind of doing it now, but like now I'm like maybe like I used to do like 2 or 3 videos like at night and then upload one a day or two a day. But then that
Yeah.
kind of got me so bad. I'm probably gonna upload another video in a little while, like another
Uh,
B Stars reaction video, and then see where it
oh
goes
yeah.
from there. But
Yeah, it's a tough grind, man. It's tough,
yeah, just don't give
but
up.
yeah, you gotta keep moving forward. But
Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
you guys have anything else before we wrap it up?
With
Um.
yeah, I'll go first, I
Yeah.
guess. So
Yeah. Go ahead.
with
Go ahead.
everything that's happening so far, um, we all need to realize at the end of the day, like, this is not going to be the end. We all need to like start
Yeah.
unifying each other, being more, respectable and loving.
Oh
And,
yeah.
whoever, whoever listens to this podcast, um,
Uh-huh.
at the end of the day, this is gonna eventually come to an end, and we all need to start coming together and like be more loving, have more morals and morality, and
Yeah.
just love each other. Because I do think that love is over hate. A lot of
Every
us
time.
have
Oh
a
yeah.
lot of angry
Yeah.
or hateful
A lot of angry
of
people out
of
there.
what yeah of what's happening. And I do think though, this is a great, learning experience that a lot of people who are now seeing what's going on is that we're now gonna start standing up for ourselves and being more productive and confident. I do think that a lot of us we are going to get better, and the people we are going to start rebuilding society again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
One thing I want to say is don't destroy local businesses.
Yeah.
Support your local businesses. Don't destroy them
Yeah.
because those people worked hard to get to where they are.
Yeah.
Think about them before you start destroying something. If you
Hmm.
want to go right, destroy the big corporations, their businesses. It affects
Yeah.
them.
Take down your
Don't.
local McDonald's.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. But fucking don't destroy local businesses like mom and pop shops
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
worked hard to make those. So just think about it before you actually do it. You know.
Yeah.
I just
Um.
hope everyone stays safe out there. Hope no one's gets hurt more. I hope everybody stays safe.
Hmm.
Yeah. Me. I guess what to say is this is an imperfect world. And I know it's gonna be a case of bad cop or bad person.
Hmm.
And I think it should be more individual, not like analyze people based on race. I think it should be on the individual, not race. But I guess not the world we live in. But
Yeah,
hopefully, slowly,
Yeah.
all this stuff comes to an end. I think it's a cycle. People will get over it. Go back
Yeah.
to normal. And
then it's
Yeah.
hopefully we
just
don't
gonna
have.
happen again.
Yeah. Hopefully,
I'm predicting
next
these.
time.
I'm pretty sorry. I'm predicting these like riots and
Uh,
protests. I mean, eventually they might stop like in about a couple more days, and then
it will.
everything will go back to normal.
That's the way the world works. It's
Yeah.
cyclical. The world is
Yeah.
cyclical. And
But
an imperfect world.
George Floyd's name will go in the history books.
Yeah.
Just
It'll
don't look
be.
for them online though, because there's some stuff
Yeah,
I did find.
Oh God. Oh
That's
yeah.
yes.
He's
And for those of you
interesting.
who I'm talking about, please don't look it up online. It's
He's an
yeah,
interesting
ridiculous.
man. But I just in an imperfect world is it's inevitable. You can't
yeah.
take out all the assholes. It doesn't. It's not possible. I just wish people
Not
would
always gonna
understand
be
that.
perfect. Not always
Yeah.
gonna be perfect.
I wish people would understand that before jumping to conclusions that
I know.
the whole system is fucked up. It's not. It's one. It's a bad apple. So it is. So
Yeah,
it is to me.
You don't
And
need to. I talk about this all the time. Like if you want to be like, and my Killer Mike said, bro, if you want to make a change in this world, go to your local election offices and
exactly.
start putting in the
go
work.
vote.
That's what
And
I need to
matters.
do that. I
I
need to
need
go
to.
voting. I need
I
to.
did vote for this last year, and I'm like, oh god, that was so ridiculous. But in the end of the day, it actually did help. But
Like
we need to
people
take
think.
advantage of this now. Now that we're here.
Yeah, people need to stop thinking with their hearts and thinking with their mind more because they're just
Hmm.
Yeah,
causing more problems. A lot of people are way too emotional.
A
Especially
lot,
like
a lot of
I
people.
get why people are mad about George Floyd. It's when you watch it, it's like heart wrenching shit. So I get why people
hard to watch. It's
hard to
really tough
watch,
to
man.
watch.
But that
Hmm.
man, at the end of the day, his life was over. Derek, whatever his
Yeah,
last name is,
He
his
was
life was over.
screaming for his mom that was already dead.
Yeah, so like they're
That's sad.
it's not like they're protesting for the guy to be brought to justice. The guy's in prison.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's no, I just don't understand. It's just all emotion at this point. It's emotional.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I have to say. So
Yeah.
Fuck racism. That shit
Yeah.
needs to die.
yeah, racism. The sad thing is, in a perfect world, there'll always be some racists. That's just the sad part. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a shame, man. It's a shame.
Mhm.
But let's hope everything
Hope all of you
comes
stay safe though, for real.
Yeah, you guys too. Okay.
One love.
Everyone stay safe, man. And I think it's a good place to end it. It's the
Mhm.
first there actually was weeks ago that I fucked up, like the J&J podcast.
Yes.
So this
I
is
remember that.
official number 1 episode.
Yeah.
And we gotta thank Wildcatbold
Thank
for
you.
joining for the second time because he was
Yeah.
on my J Talks. His shit will be in the description once again. His
Mhm.
link. Check out his videos. John should be starting hopefully soon. His stuff. Maybe he'll start his own podcast. I don't know. But
Cool.
yeah,
Hopefully.
hope you
That'd be great.
yeah.
That'd cool. That'd be great, man.
Hope you enjoyed the podcast, guys, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Probably next week, but we'll see. And
All right.
stay safe. Peace.
Later, guys. Peace.